Think about Halloween, how the flyer and the text, and I just said, oh, into it. That's really creative work.
Here today, Jimmy, you got us open?
Yes, sir.
Judge Kelly Luther's going to open up with a word of prayer.
Let us pray. Our most kind and gracious Heavenly Father, thank you for allowing us to see another day. Thank you for allowing us to live in a country where we can gather here and talk to our elected officials. That they are people that we know. Help us to remember that you're still on the throne and you are in control. Even though the things don't happen in this world that we don't like, we don't agree with, you are in control. Thank you for these officials that are here today that have stepped up to try to help their community. Even though they know every decision they're making, somebody's going to disagree with it. And they go to work every day realizing that they may make somebody mad. Bless their decisions, grant them wisdom, help them to do what's in your will and what's best for the people. We know we all have that desire. Grant them the wisdom to see it through to fruition. In Christ's name we pray.
Amen.
Thank you, Kelly. I was going to say while you was up, you
I'm
can
up.
come,
I'm gonna get up
you
real
come
quick.
share with us what you
Well,
want to talk
I'm
to
gonna
us
take
about.
this minute of y'all's time. Y'all got some opioid settlement money? The people in drug court, we'd like to have a portion of it. We will survive without it, but it'd be nice. We used to have a lot of extra money. It's steadily dwindled down. We have 318 people, participants in drug court. The state of Mississippi gives us $325,000 to take care of those people with. Last year, we administered 17,536 drug tests. They're not cheap. They're getting more expensive. The reason they're getting more expensive, we can have tests for marijuana, cocaine, heroin, methamphetamine. Doesn't cost much. And unfortunately, we've got a lot of those people fixed. But they left there, they've gone to the gas station and the vape shops and getting stuff. Instead of sending it off and saying it's going to cost you $10 to get this tested, you want this tested for this other stuff, send us $70 and we'll do it. And it has depleted our revenues. Beverly Porter retired back at the 1st of June, and we have not replaced her because we just don't have the money. We're not asking for any particular amount of money. If y'all see fit to give us a certain percentage of any opioid money that y'all come in, we'll take it. If you don't give it to us, we're gonna be friends anyway. We're gonna appreciate you. But I don't know of anywhere better that opioid settlement money can be used. I may have to arm wrestle Jimmy over. He said it'd be giving deputies an increase in pay and stuff, and I understand that. I trust y'all's judgment. We'd like to have some of the money, and if y'all see fit to give us, we'd like to have it. If you don't see fit, we'll make do. All right, thank y'all.
We
That's
feel
all I
good
got
about
to
it,
say.
we will.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'm gonna show what Jimmy has to say now. I'm gonna get out of y'all's way. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Bart, we're going to bypass you for a minute, waiting on her to get here, if that's okay.
That's fine. Not a problem.
Okay, first on the agenda, is to amend the 2025 fiscal year in budget to actual. I found About that, Terry?
Sounds good.
Motion to approve.
Motion.
Motion by Steve. Second by CJ. All in favor? Motion carried. Next is hearing for 2025-2026 fiscal year budget and approved budget and tax levy.
And I left y'all, each one of y'all, a copy of the tax resolution, proof of publication, where we're in that ad in the paper. And on the table there, and only got the county tax rate, ad valorem rates all the same for the county. The schools went up 1.22 mils. I think the maintenance levy was up 1.29, and the debt service was down 700 a mil. So the net was up 1.22 on the school, county school. But y'all have to set that to bring in whatever they request by law. So the library millage, you want me to read them out, or y'all just want to look at them? It's all the same. I'll just go with that.
Total motion.
Okay.
Motion by Chad.
Yes.
Any comments?
Anybody have any comments they'd like to make about the budget? Taxes, we're not increasing taxes, schools are gonna go up just a little bit. Other than that, they're gonna remain the same. 2 seconds. Motion by Chad, second by Sam, all in favor? Discuss renewing property and liability insurance for travelers.
Yeah, we need to review
About
that. Well, we need to review that, or property insurance. Of course, you know, we've had some bad losses, stuff over the years, so it's going up. I got it in the budget, but it's going up 20%, and so we need to review that. And we do. Our agent is a broker. He shops around and tries to find best rates for us. So not real good news, but anyway.
Not really surprising with all the damage we've done to the courthouse and money they're having to put in there. So it's not surprising just going up.
I'm making my
Motion by CJ,
second.
second by Chad. All in favor? Motion carried.
Did he sign that sheet? I got a copy of that.
Next is approval of part-time employment of Barry Jenkins.
It's full time. It's full time, not part time.
Approve full-time employment of Barry Jenkins for road.
You got that sheet, don't you?
Don't really know yet.
Yeah.
Man, work on both.
You had his food?
He may be the new. He may have.
I'll take care of that.
Need a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Chad, second by
I'll
Sam.
move you.
All in favor? Motion carried.
That was for solid waste.
He may work both ways.
Either road or
So I
something.
gotta get
Let
John
them
or
know
either Scotty, whichever one I need to send. Yeah.
No, he's got to take
We've
a physical
got-
fast to make them.
Openings
Yeah.
on both sides.
You have to, Brittany set that up.
We're supposed to go, just get hired.
Next is approval of purchase clerk opening Amazon account for county purchases. We're looking at doing that, possibly save some money on some things we buy.
That we're not able to get here.
And it'll need to be limited, maybe stuff over $100, you know, stuff you can't buy local.
I mean, we're gonna be smart about it.
Yeah.
I think it will help us with the tax dollars.
And you have to go through the purchase cart. And,
Need a motion to approve. Motion by Sam,
Second.
second by Steve, all in favor? Next, we have one item, Chancellor Clerk, approval of budget comparison report for August 2025.
Yes, sir.
Motion by CJ.
Second.
Second by Chad. All in favor? Motion carried. Circuit clerk items. Approval of circuit clerk pay for August 29th, 2025. Motion and plea day.
Motion.
Motion by Chad.
Second.
Second by Steve. All in favor? Motion carried. Next is approval of circuit clerk pay for September 2nd through the 5th, 2024, 25 court term.
Motion.
Motion by Steve.
Second.
Second by Sam. All in favor? Motion carried. I need to check cameras out. What do you have to do in here? Next is approval of circuit clerk pay for September 8th to the 12th, 2025 court term.
Motion.
Motion by Sam.
Second.
Second by Chad. All in favor? Motion carried. Next, we have two items on E911. Approval of payroll authorization for part-time employment as dispatcher for Kason Capel. Motion by CJ,
Second.
second by Steve. All in favor? Next is approval of payroll authorization for part-time employment for Kirsten Mayhan.
I'm not sure what she'll be
Is
doing.
that Kristen or Kirsten?
Kirsten. That's
Kirsten.
all.
Kristen.
Okay. What will she be doing? Do we know what she will, do we know what she will be doing?
Part-time dispatch.
Dispatcher.
Part-time dispatcher.
I'm just gonna write it out there.
Motion to approve.
Motion.
Motion by Steve,
Second.
second by Chad. All in favor? Motion carried.
Mhm. Thank you.
Next, we have 4 items. Inventory clerk. Approval of 2 inventory deletions from E911.
Yes,
No, that's not it.
no, I need you, this is a,
What are those?
these are mine that you need to sign. You haven't signed.
I know.
On 911, we have an HPRP 5800 V Viper Station number 1. Okay,
Yeah, it says.
thank you. And then the other one is, it's another one, Station 3, so both of them, yes.
Motion to approve.
Motion.
Motion by CJ, second by Steve. All in favor? Motion carried. Next, we have 13 items. Inventory deletions from EMA.
Okay. We have an iPhone, handheld radio, handheld radios, handheld radios.
All those are on those.
All over the
systems
radios?
we're not using. Just
All
like
radio.
y'all stuff.
And a
Just you
turbo,
noticed that we did the year-end inventory progress.
and a
I'll make a
turbo
motion.
jet.
Motion by Chad,
nozzle.
Second.
second by Steve. All in favor? Motion carried. Next is approval of 7 inventory deletions from the road department.
You want me to call these all these out?
You doing good so far?
Okay, I don't know what this is, a TDL dump body on F92 FD. What's a Ford truck? Okay, here we go. And then another truck, rotary cutter, Dodge pickup. Another truck, your chainsaw. And.
Some of that was
How
sold
about
at
the pole
auction.
saw? Some of these were stolen, it
Yeah,
says.
they're
So-
all
Sold in the sale.
Back,
And one
should have been
truck-
taken out probably.
Okay,
Post office stone.
Yeah, it was in the street.
and another chainsaw.
Mo-
Gracious.
Motion.
Motion by Steve,
Second.
second by Sam, all in favor? We have 11 deletions from countywide fire services.
Okay. Portable radio, you can probably help with these antenna connectors, you
No
don't know.
radio?
Repeater, revert charger, repeater, an antenna and hardware, another antenna hardware, repeater, duplexer, battery,
All radio equipment.
is that what it is?
Need a motion to approve.
Make a motion.
Motion by Sam. Second by CJ. All in favor? Motion carries. Next is medical examiner fees, approval of payment for coroner invoice 10. We have not seen that.
You'd like to pass them or?
I'm sure she put it on travel.
She did, but I've talked to her about it.
I done told her once. that-
She sent it in that way.
Okay.
But she sent it in
Did you
with
go
it,
on travel voucher?
but I told her that, yes.
Travel won't go through payroll, that's what I was telling them. It goes through the claim document. You don't want to pay taxes on your travel. I wouldn't.
And all of them?
That's part of it.
Non-farm.
Motion to approve.
Motion.
Motion by Chad.
Second.
Second by Sam. All in favor? Motion carries. Next is road department. Approval of easements for school bus turnarounds for County Road 51 and 295.
Do you know about these?
I know about 51. What's your name?
295 is 1032 County Road 1095.
Myrtle.
Oh, that's,
So-
Martin. Gordon, okay.
Oh. Yeah, I know
51,
what 51. That's on the, yeah.
Make a motion.
I'll
Motion by
second.
Sam, second by Chad, all in favor? Motion carries. Discuss striping quotes received from Riverside Traffic and Tri-State Paving.
Okay, from Riverside, we have cost of $68,000, and from Tri-State Paving, $81,600. And this is for 10 miles of 4-inch traffic striping, and then 10 miles of 4-inch thermo edge striping.
It's up to.
And that's in the same
It don't
thing as
say.
I'll
that.
make a motion to take it Riverside.
Riverside again is $68,000, and Tri-State Paving is $81,600.
All good with that? Motion by Chad,
Second.
second by Steve, all in favor?
Was it Chad or CJ?
Motion carries.
Chad.
Next is Sheriff Department items, approval of manual check in the amount of $12,500 payable to Brock Gutters LLC for new gutters installed on the jail.
They get through the roof? I need to carry that for them.
They're still working on it Friday.
Probably turn it in. I'll make
Yeah.
it.
You know, it's just on the word.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Motion by,
Well, what do you step?
CJ.
I make a motion.
motion by CJ, second by Chad. All in favor? Motion carries. Next is tax office item. Approval of surrender tag list from August 2025.
I make a motion.
You do that through that.
I was gonna say, you're not gonna get it out of your mouth before CJ makes his motion.
Motion by CJ. Who made second?
Me, sign.
Second by Sam. All in favor? Motion carries. Next is approval of registration, travel, and lodging for deputy assessors to attend IAAO course 400.
This is a course for, educating our office how to manage schedules and the paperwork that we have in our office. Karen has that, I believe, and, you know, we got to get somebody else trained for the routines that we have to maintain in the tax office for assessing. Jacob Alexander.
Motion by CJ.
Second.
Second, Steve. All in favor? Motion carried. Next is discuss quotes for printing and mailing tax notices and signing contracts.
So we had talked about this on our last board meeting, that I wanted to change to go to Delta Computer Systems for our print and mail for taxes and for tag renewal cards. Chandler made some changes in the contract. They accepted those, and so we just need to have the signature and send those. I had turned in quotes for 2 other companies that provided that print and mail service. One was a company that we've used in the past, Divco Data or Diversified, and they have a heavy load, so I wasn't sure that they would get our information out in a timely manner. And then the third company, the state would not approve because it's just a small mom and pop shop, similar to what we had the last time. And it's just hard to transfer the Marvin or the vehicle registration information to the smaller entities. So I wanted to still go with Harris Delta for the print and mail services.
Motion to approve.
Chandler, you got it like you wanted on the Harris.
Made my corrections and given them to Miss Tammy, and
And
it should be good.
I talked to Deb on Friday, and she said she was willing just to accept the march through. Like one of them was it still had New York instead of Mississippi, so she just said they would still accept those that Chandler had marked through. I do. I mean, give that to you. Yes, I've got it right here, and I've got it marked where Mr. Randy will sign it.
Make a motion.
Motion by Steve.
Second.
Second by Chad. All in favor? Motion carried. Since we're on tax office items and Chandler is here, Bart, you can come tell us what you'd like to share with us.
Guys, thank y'all for letting me give you a brief
Sorry about you having to
rundown.
wait too, it's all Chandler's fault.
That's fine, I'm used to being put to the back burner. So, as y'all know, we had this issue with Mr. Jerry Morrison, Zach Morrison's tax deal going on for a while now. I think have resolved the 21, 22, and 23 assessment issue. Then after we filed that appeal, there was an issue with the 19 and 20. I have provided Chandler with a whole lot of different documentation. Everything's been requested, showing that the house was not completed until 2019. They started construction I believe in October of 2018. They poured a slab in September of 18, put power to the property in late October 2018. Some of y'all are builders, I think. There's no way to get it move in at that point. The other thing that Zach pointed out to me is that they had their baby in February of 2019, and they were still living with Jerry and Sue at that point. So I think that's a pretty memorable event that everybody would agree with. And Mr. Jerry acknowledged that as well. He said, yeah, they had their baby while they were living here. So we've got that. We've got contractor affidavits from the septic system. I think we can all agree we're not moving in without a septic system. That wasn't put in until late February, early March. Mr. Bill Watson, who's a painter here in town forever, has also signed one of those affidavits saying that he didn't finish up until late February or early March. I was not, the one thing that Chandler asked for, I was not able to provide was a receipt for the internet being installed. That was because they didn't get internet until Spark came along. That was, and I just wasn't going to waste everybody's time bringing you a receipt from 23. So that just wasn't going to do us any good. But I just say all that to say we've tried to jump through all the hoops we can jump through. Mr. Morrison agrees that he owes the 2020 taxes. The increased amount. There was a house there that should have been assessed, was not assessed. I mean, we owe the taxes. We would ask that you waive any penalties and interest. There was nothing being done by him, to try to hide it or evade it or not pay the taxes. Had he gotten a tax bill, he would have paid it. He gets a stack of tax bills every year. I don't think there's ever any question that he pays what's owed. His words to me were, I don't even open it. I just take it up there and hand it to him and say, let me write you a check. So I don't think anybody was trying to avoid anything. The property has been deeded over into Zach's name. I believe Chandler provided that or prepared that deed earlier this year, but it was after the April 1st homestead deadline. So Zach will be trying to homestead the property January 1 of 26. I have Chandler sent me a form for the tax assessor to fill out. I provided that to Chandler today. I hadn't seen him until now to give it to him, but so y'all now have that. If there's anything else I can answer or address, I'm happy to do so.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
The penalties and interest, it sounds like it's a penalty for not paying your taxes, but the penalties and interest is really paying back all the other taxpayers in the county because they had to pay, if millage is set at a certain price or a certain dollar amount, all the other taxpayers in the county paid his portion for those years he didn't pay. So to me, it's not really penalties, it's just paying money back. Is that correct, or am I right or wrong?
I disagree with that. I disagree with that. I think it is designed as a penalty for somebody that didn't pay it. And I agree with, I understand what you're saying and I understand that point of view. I just disagree. I think it's designed for somebody that should have been paying these taxes and just did not pay their taxes. Then they have to have those penalties and interest because you avoided paying those taxes. This situation is a little bit different in that he was willing to pay. He paid everything that he was told he was owed. So it's not like he had some tax bill out there that wasn't paid. He paid what he was told he was owed. He just was not told that he owed this additional fee.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Anything else? Thank you, guys.
Ms. Tamara, your turn.
I'm going to read. I want to make sure I cover everything. I, Tamara Dunham, Union County Assessor and Collector, do respectfully petition the Union County Board of Supervisors to maintain the decision that was made June the 16th, 2025, to increase taxes on parcel 018R-31-002.01 due to escape taxation for years 2019 and 2020. I understand oversights can happen. However, we must also emphasize the importance of fulfilling tax obligations. When taxes go unpaid, the burden unfairly shifts to compliant taxpayers. The law states the burden of proof is on the taxpayer. The responsibility to correct it ultimately lies with the taxpayer. The county attorney, Chandler Rogers, and I have tried to support this constituent by recommending invoices and documents of proof to establish his tax lien date. The property owner provided a sworn affidavit and checks, but no invoices or specific dates as required or requested. Code section 9771. If any taxpayer shall refuse or willfully neglect to deliver a list of his taxable property as required by law to the assessor under oath or affirmation when required, he shall be guilty of a misdemeanor, and on conviction shall be fined not less than $20 nor more than $500 or imprisoned not exceeding 3 months in the county jail or both. Chandler has really worked hard to help get those documents that we asked for. This property has been diligently investigated by the assessor and collector offices. The assessor and designated representatives referred to the Department of Revenue Standards of Acceptance, 6H, for the purpose of appraisal of new construction or improvements under construction the county shall use at its discretion, in addition to physical inspection, all available information but not limited to the following: building permits. Union County doesn't require those when this home was built. Septic tank permits. Those are not required by Union County for a home build, only for mobile homes. A septic tank permit, excuse me. Did I say 911 address at the beginning? Okay, I'm sorry. 911 address was established August of 2018. A building permit is not required by Union County at the time the house was built. A septic tank permit is not required by Union County unless it's for a mobile home. The next thing that's suggested by the Department of Revenue is electrical connections or services and any records of construction which may be maintained by the county office. We just told those two that were not maintained. The utilities, they did provide a summary of the utilities with dates, but I asked specifically for the construction hookup from Northeast Power. I got that easily from October the 8th of 2018. 6 weeks later, construction complete and residential hookup on November the 19th of 2018. There were 6 more weeks to complete this building process. He had a total of 12 weeks. Morrison Construction has a motto of, we can complete your house in 6 weeks. So other records that we investigated were a recorded deed. The homeowner sold his previous residence at 1039 County Road 130, August the 2nd of 2018. Solid waste records, which we can access through the county. A solid waste has never been set up at 1655 County Road 32. Vehicle registration. A Cadillac Escalade was registered at 1655 County Road 32, February the 10th, which contradicts the claim that they were not living there between the middle to end of March. So, yes, we don't have a document that specifically says he was there January 1st of 2019, but the things that we're charged with investigating for property leads us to believe they were there. So I have that letter, and then I have the other documents, the 911 address, the utility information that was provided, the title application, and then the statutes that we followed to investigate this property and determine a tax lien date.
Thank you. Chandler, do you have anything you'd like to add?
Other than I'm sorry, I got a closed eye. I got assaulted by a stick yesterday. working outside, and so I can't really see real good right now. No, I mean, it's a factual determination for y'all as to whether they lived there, they occupied the home as of January the 1st, 2019. And you can take all of the information that has been given to y'all by both Ms. Tamry and by Bart, and y'all can make a determination, it's y'all's job to decide whether or not you believe that they occupied the residence living there, as I understand the terminology, as of January the 1st, 2019. If you believe that they did, then taxes would be owed for 2019. If you believe that they did not occupy the home until after January the 1st, 2019, then taxes would not be owed for 2019 because they didn't occupy the home. So that's what the law says. Y'all have to make the factual determination.
Well, I have two things to say. First, you probably need to get somebody to be with you when you're outside working where you won't injure yourself.
That's right.
And second, I would suggest we take it under advisement, all this information we've got from both parties, to digest and decide what we, and make the best decision we can.
There ain't a reason why we can't reach out to the people that sign those affidavits.
I think you can.
I mean, I know them personally.
I don't know of a reason why you can't. Let me say that.
We
Is
need
there any
to,
reason we can't take it under advisement and just bring it out at any time?
You can.
Okay with you, Bart?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, let us dig into it ourselves. I'll make a motion and take it under advisement.
motion by CJ,
Second.
second by Steve, all in favor? Motion carried. Next, we have one more item on the agenda. Volunteer fire departments, approval of 10 manual checks for $24,263.85 to each volunteer fire department for rebate distribution. This money they get from the state for all volunteer fire departments.
Make a motion.
Motion by Sam,
Second.
second by Chad, all in favor? Motion carried.
That rebate money's went up, hasn't it?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I think
It was a little bit up this year.
26, the next year's checks will be, we're seeing probably anywhere between 30 and 40%.
I was thinking when I started, it was about 16,000.
There's, we passed it this year, got it done, and it goes into effect for fiscal year 27, so you'll see it next August, huge increase, theoretically.
Appreciate it.
Next is adjourned to Monday, October 6th, 2025.
Make a motion.
Who make a motion? Steve. Motion by Steve.
Fine.
Second by Sam. All in favor? Thank y'all for coming.